What's up, everybody? It's Learn Something New here. And today, let's talk about Bitcoin. Is it the future of money, or is it just a passing fad that will fade away? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of cryptocurrency to answer that very question. Now, you've probably heard about Bitcoin. It's the most well-known cryptocurrency out there. It's been all over the news, making headlines almost every day. Everyone from Elon Musk to your grandma seems to be talking about it, and for good reason. It's grown like crazy in value over the past few years, and more people are starting to use it every single day for various transactions. So, should you buy Bitcoin? Is it a good investment for you? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this video. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 10 reasons why you might want to consider adding Bitcoin to your investment portfolio. We'll cover everything from its intriguing history and future potential to its security features and accessibility. By the end of this video, you'll have all the information you need to make an informed decision about whether or not Bitcoin is the right choice for you. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. What exactly is Bitcoin, and how did it come to be? Well, it all started back in 2008 with a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto. No one knows who Satoshi really is, but they published a white paper that outlined a revolutionary new idea, a decentralized digital currency. See, traditional currencies like the US dollar are controlled by governments and central banks. They can print more money whenever they want, which can lead to inflation and all sorts of other problems, like devaluation of the currency. Bitcoin, on the other hand, was designed to be different. It operates on a completely different principle. It's completely decentralized, meaning no single entity controls it. Instead, it's maintained by a network of computers. It's based on a technology called blockchain, which is essentially a public ledger that records every single Bitcoin transaction. This makes it incredibly secure and transparent, as every transaction is visible to everyone on the network. And get this, there's a limited supply of Bitcoin. Unlike traditional currencies, it can't be printed endlessly. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. This built-in scarcity is a key feature. This scarcity is one of the reasons why many people believe Bitcoin has the potential to be a great store of value, like digital gold. It's a new form of asset that could change the financial landscape. Now, in the early days, Bitcoin was mostly used by tech enthusiasts and a few brave investors. Not many people understood it, and even fewer believed in it. I mean, could you imagine using this weird internet money to buy your groceries? But as more people started to learn about Bitcoin and its potential, things began to change. The price started to rise, slowly at first, then exponentially. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Bitcoin. It was like the early days of the internet all over again. People were either skeptical or they were all in. And just like the internet, Bitcoin started to gain mainstream adoption. Businesses started accepting it as payment, and investors started pouring money into it. Now let's talk about Bitcoin's price history, because it's been a wild ride. We've seen massive bull runs where the price skyrocketed, followed by brutal bear markets where it crashed back down to earth. Remember back in 2017 when Bitcoin hit almost $20,000? Everyone thought they were going to be rich. Then, just as quickly, it crashed all the way down to under $4,000. It was a roller coaster of emotions, to say the least. But here's the thing. Through all the volatility, Bitcoin has always managed to bounce back stronger than ever. It's currently trading at, well, you can check the current price because it changes every minute. But the point is, it's come a long way since its humble beginnings. Chapter 4. Bitcoin. What does the future hold? So, what does the future hold for Bitcoin? Well, no one knows for sure, but many experts believe it has the potential to revolutionize the financial system as we know it. Some predict that Bitcoin could eventually replace gold as the ultimate store of value. Others believe it could become the world's reserve currency, replacing the US dollar. Now, these are just predictions, but they highlight the incredible potential of Bitcoin. Of course, there are also risks to consider. Governments could crack down on Bitcoin, or a new, better cryptocurrency could come along and steal its thunder. But despite the risks, the potential rewards are simply too big to ignore. Chapter 5. Bitcoin. Governments are paying attention. Now, one of the most interesting developments in the world of Bitcoin is the growing interest from governments around the world. Countries like El Salvador have already adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, and others like Paraguay and Panama are considering following suit. Now, why are governments so interested in Bitcoin? Well, for one, it offers a way to opt out of the traditional financial system. It gives citizens more control over their money and protects them from inflation and currency manipulation. Plus, Bitcoin can help boost economies and attract foreign investment. So, while some governments are still skeptical, many are starting to realize that Bitcoin is here to stay. Chapter 6. Bitcoin, from Wall Street to Main Street. And it's not just governments that are jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. Major companies and financial institutions are also getting in on the action. Companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Square have all invested heavily in Bitcoin. And we're seeing more and more traditional financial institutions offering Bitcoin services to their clients. Fidelity, one of the largest asset managers in the world, now allows its customers to invest in Bitcoin through their 401ks. That's huge. This institutional adoption is a major vote of confidence for Bitcoin. It shows that the smart money is starting to take Bitcoin seriously as an asset class. Chapter 7. Bitcoin Power to the People. Now, one of the most important things to understand about Bitcoin is that it's decentralized. This means that no single entity controls it. Not a government, not a bank, not even Satoshi Nakamoto themselves. This decentralization is one of Bitcoin's greatest strengths. It makes it incredibly resistant to censorship and manipulation. No one can shut it down, seize your funds, or tell you how you can and can't use your Bitcoin. This is a powerful concept, especially in a world where governments and corporations have so much control over our lives. Bitcoin gives you true financial freedom and sovereignty. Another major advantage of Bitcoin is its security. Bitcoin transactions are secured by a global network of computers that constantly verify and add new transactions to the blockchain. This process, known as mining, requires an immense amount of computing power, making it virtually impossible for any single entity to hack the network or alter the blockchain. It's like trying to break into Fort Knox, but instead of guards and walls, you have millions of computers working together to protect it. Plus, Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. Once a transaction is added to the blockchain, it's there forever. This eliminates the risk of fraud and chargebacks, which are major problems with traditional payment systems. Now, remember how I said there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins? This limited supply is one of the key reasons why Bitcoin is considered so valuable. It's basic economics. When supply is limited and demand is high, price goes up. Think about it like this. Gold is valuable because it's rare. There's only a finite amount of it on Earth. Bitcoin is similar in that its supply is capped. This makes it a deflationary asset, meaning its purchasing power is likely to increase over time as fiat currencies like the US dollar continue to lose their value due to inflation. This scarcity is one of the main reasons why many investors view Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and a store of value for the future. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Bitcoin sounds great and all, but how do I actually buy it? Well, it's actually easier than you might think. There are tons of reputable cryptocurrency exchanges where you can buy, sell, and trade Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin with your bank account, credit card, or even PayPal. And once you own Bitcoin, you can store it securely in a digital wallet, either online or offline. Plus, there are tons of resources available to help you learn more about Bitcoin, like websites, forums, and even YouTube channels. Getting started with Bitcoin might seem daunting at first, but with a little bit of research, you'll be surprised at how easy it is. So, there you have it, the top 10 reasons to buy Bitcoin. We've covered a lot of ground today. From its decentralized nature and incredible security features, to its limited supply and growing adoption across various sectors, Bitcoin has the potential to change the world as we know it. Imagine a future where digital currency is the norm. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and invest all your money in Bitcoin. That would be unwise. It's important to do your own research, understand the risks involved, and only invest what you can afford to lose. Diversification is key in any investment strategy. But I do believe that Bitcoin is an asset with incredible potential, and it could be a game changer in the financial world. It's definitely worth learning more about and staying informed. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin in the comments below. Your feedback is valuable to us. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.